Hello guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are tackling my favorite deck of all time. Not in common charity, not in any specific format. Resonator is my favorite deck of all time. Um, you may have guessed that it was Ogdoadic, based on my profile picture and name, or maybe it was um, Predaplant or Bee Trooper by how much I gassed them up on this channel. However, my favorite deck of all time is Resonator. And I think I think one of the reasons why this deck works so well, in my opinion, is that you have access to like every synchro deck wants to play Beals already, right? You have access to Groza, which is it's very important, based on something like it's very important to have like interruption. It's important to have like protection. And you also have going second tools, things like Infernity Doom Dragon and Red Dragon Archfiend occasionally will both come up. They're both also dark dragons, which, I mean, so is Beals, but it works both ways. Let's just get into the list. First up, we have the Kaijus, just 3 Radiant in this list. We're playing Radiant over Kumongas because of Allure of Darkness. Triple Proof Finesse, this is a level 4 Fiend, which means you are allowed to search it with Resonator command. Essentially, what I'm playing this for is that if I open something like Resonator command plus Chain Resonator, then my play with Red Sprinter doesn't work. So instead, we'll search Proof Finesse, banish Blackout, make either a Crocodragon if the hand looks decent, or just Wolf Riot if we're just going to go Wolf Riot Pass. Next up, Triple Red Sprinter. This is the other target for command. Essentially, the point of this is just, hey, you can go command, pitch a Resonator, either red or crimson, normal Sprinter, revive red or crimson, make Rising, revive the Resonator again, make Beals. Right, that's the generic combo of this deck if you draw command plus a Resonator name. It's just, again, nothing else to say, but it's just a strong play. Triple Chupacabra, a level 4 Fiend, but it's also an extender, which will occasionally come up. Same thing with Abyss Actor Curtain Raiser, another level 4 Fiend extender. And these cards both make up like ways that you can get into extra level 4s. Maybe pop off a little harder, especially doing something like going second, or maybe, hey, maybe you can make double, like Groza plus Beals. But I highly doubt you can do that with value off of Grozer. Next, for the Resonator names, we're on 3 Crimson, 3 Red, and 3 Chain. I found that Chain is unfortunately the third best Resonator we have access to. You can maybe make a case for Synchron Resonator, but I've just never found a use for it. It just feels really bad whenever I summon it. But when I have the going second, I can go Chain Resonator or summon Crimson from deck, Crimson summon double Red from deck, and at that point, you can start you can just start popping off a little bit harder, or you can go Chain, summon red, gain life points, link to make the Abyss Actor Super Producer, right? So there are a lot of things you can do with this turn 3 or turn 4 if you're going second and you don't kill. Generic spells, there's only one of them. We're just playing Triple Allure. We are playing a Kaiju to support it, and our total number of darks is 6, 9, 12, 15. We are playing a total of 15 darks, which is, I think, enough for Allure. Playing Triple Resonator Call, this is just, hey, add a Resonator monster from your deck to your hand. Nothing else than that. Hey, this is just, it's just Rhoda. You just get to search a Resonator. Triple Resonator Command, essentially what this does is you can pitch any a Resonator and then search at level 4 a 4 or lower Fiend monster from deck to hand. So you can just pick up any 4 or lower Fiend. So we're playing the Chupacabra or Curtain Raiser for extension. Red Sprinter is a synchro monster on its own as long as we pitched a Crimson or a Red. Proof Finesse, if we pitched a Chain. There's just, we were playing enough level 4s to make this work. Triple Red Rain. We're also playing, and we'll also talk about this here, Triple Red Rain and Triple Trap Trick. Red Rain is the most broken card that has ever existed. I can't believe we're allowed to play this. This card says, if you control a level 8 or higher Synchro monster, banish all monsters on the field except the monster with the highest level, and the remaining face-up monsters are unaffected by other card effects except their own. So essentially, you go Red Rain, banish your opponent's entire board. Oh, just so happens now I'm sitting on towers, which is very good in the format. In this format, we like sitting on towers. And Trap Trick, the only target in this deck is Red Rain. If you build the side deck, you probably play like D barriers, but so far the only thing you can grab is Red Rain, and then one Blackout to banish off Brute Finesse. For the extra deck, double Wolf Riot and one Crocodragon. Now, you might be saying, hey, wait, why are you playing this many 9s? You only need, like, max one Croc, one Wolf Riot, because you're making it with Brute Finesse. But with Chain Resonator, you can also use this and, like, a Doom Dragon you already used and make, like, Wolf Riot, or make a Crocodragon to draw into more cards. And it's very important to kind of, like, recognize that that's some of your plays. If you have, like, Curtain Raiser plus Chupacabra in your hand, plus like a bunch more cards so you don't hit Chupacabra or Curtain Raiser, and then Chain Resonator on the field. You can also make Crocodragon to draw too. There are a lot of situations where Crocodragon comes up and Wolf Riot comes up enough to where I would want to, in the case of, just in case Crocodragon doesn't make sense, but we need to make a second line. Triple Beals. Beals is broken. Beals is really broken. It's a good card. Essentially, it's just indestructible and by battle or card effect. And if you take damage from an attack involving this card or by card effect, it gains attack equal to the damage you took. So essentially, what we're doing with this is it's an indestructible guy that's also usually unaffected because of Red Rain. One Doom Dragon. This is just, hey, once per turn, no cards in hand, select the monster your opponent controls, pop it, and burn for half attack. Just good enough to play. I'm not going to sit here and pretend it's like the most broken card of all time, but it's also, it's unfortunately we don't have Hot Red and we don't have Scarlet, so we need some sort of level Dark Dragon level 8 synchro that's good enough going second. One Red Dragon Archfiend. It will occasionally come up. Just for, like, I believe one of these cards has a benefit from Red Dragon Archfiend existing. Double Groza. Essentially, if you know you're in a matchup where they don't really care about Beals, something like this is a blind second deck and they're playing 9 Kaijus. You make this just to ensure that if they don't draw a Kaiju, you still have something to do. Triple Red Rising. Red Rising just summons a guy from Grave. It's part of like all the mainline combos. Is how you can ladder into your 8s. This card is just super important for the deck, and it's completely necessary to play at 3. And then 2 Super Producers. This card isn't made often because Crimson locks you into Dark Dragon Synchros, but it's important to kind of have this as an option. As I said, Chain Resonator is one of the cards that makes this possible. And it's important that we have ways to get into our things like our Curtain Raiser, just a free extension. And also, the pop will occasionally help. That's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.